Should you buy an investment property if you personally don't think you would appreciate living in the property yourself? Now, my name is Thomas O'Regan, and over the last 3.5 years, I have built an 11 property portfolio. We've sold a few, me and my wife have sold a few of the properties recently, but the property portfolio is sitting at about a $4 million valuation now with about $1 million worth of equity. So, today I just wanted to highlight a few mistakes that I see property investors make, and just I would say the main reason they're making these mistakes is they're making decisions, property investment decisions, based on factors that shouldn't really even be considered through a property investment lens. Now, what do I mean by that? I mean, when you're looking at investment property, there is three main things, and not many more, that are important that you should be looking at when it comes to investing in property. One, has the property got capital growth potential? Two, can I get a tenant for this property? And three, does this property cash flow positive? Does the expenses, does the rent, does the income on this property cover all the costs of holding it, the mortgage and all the outgoings? And if you tick those three boxes, then it is a good investment, period. That's all you need to know. Okay. So if a property is going to get rented out, has got nothing to do with whether you would personally enjoy or live in the property you are going to buy. For example, like, I don't buy student accommodation, but just for the purpose of the demonstration, what I'm trying to highlight to you guys, like, someone might be very happy, obviously a student might be very happy to pay whatever rent they're going to pay for a student accommodation that you might be buying. And I really want to stress, I have never bought a student accommodation, and I'm not going to say I never will, but I'm not looking at anything like that. But you definitely can make a lot of money in student accommodation if you understand it. I don't understand it, but I'm just trying to make this extreme example because I definitely wouldn't appreciate personally living in a student accommodation. But that's how people think. They think, I'm not going to buy this as student accommodation, or I'm not going to buy this 1 bedroom apartment, or I wouldn't appreciate living in an apartment, therefore I'm not going to buy that apartment, I'm not going to buy that student accommodation because I don't think someone else would live in it. Now, honestly, it doesn't matter whether you personally would appreciate living in it. It's about what is the market, what is the potential tenant? Would they appreciate living in it? Is there demand for it in the marketplace? If yes, that means you are going to get a tenant. It is going to be easy to tenant. And then the other question is, does it cash flow? Does it generate enough income to cover all the expenses? If it also ticks that box, then good. The third one, has it got capital growth potential? There's a lot of research that goes into has it got capital growth potential, but these are the most important things, okay? So don't take your personal opinions into a property investment decision. You know, it does, like, would you personally like living into the property? Is the point I want to make. That is not something that should even be considered when you're buying an investment, okay? So just remember that. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.